So initially, when I got a chance to talk here, I thought I'll just do the QR code bumping around the screen, and I thought everybody can just read through what I'm going to talk, what Coinbase did basically. But here I am. So with just a show of hands, are you guys familiar with synthetic assets? Perfect. So synthetic assets is nothing but it gives you exposure to various assets, predominantly be it the TradFi asset, the stocks, commodities, indexes, and whatnot, right? So that's in summary, that's what synthetic assets is all about, right? But a quick intro about myself. My name is Nineves. I've been in the crypto space for about um, since 2017, 3 or 4 years, doing some fun stuff, not so fun stuff and whatnot, but really what got me interested in crypto space is because of the founder of Cresco, whose name is Deepak, and he's been on and up on about it since 2013, right? He's one of the OGs who's been doing a lot of creative stuff in this space, but he comes with a lot of strong values. Back then itself, he was talking about, hey, this is it. This vibes with me, the whole decentralized space, the whole anti-censorship space, and he's a long-term thinker. I mean, when I talk to him, he thinks about how this space is going to evolve in 5 years, 10 years down the line, right? So that's the kind of the mental model that he has. Anyways, fast forward to last year, um, when the whole Robinhood incident with the GameStop stock happened, that's what triggered Deepak to kind of come up with this idea about to create Cresco, right? Which is censorship resistant and that upholds individual choice, so to say, right? So what are we on about? What are our mission, right? I like some funny memes as well, but so we are in a mission to provide access to some of the best financial assets in a world where it's not accessible to the majority of the population, right? But in a most capital efficient way, right? So that's what gets us going, and that's what we are here to do, right? And what is Cresco, right? Cresco it's a brand new protocol. It's not a fork of anything. Um, in its ultimate form, it's a DeFi hub and a liquidity platform. But the core of it is the synthetic asset protocol, right? Where it allows to create crypto-backed synthetic assets like stocks, commodities, and indexes, right? Be it stocks that commonly we are aware of, like Tesla, Baba, or Apple, or any of the commodities around gold or oil and whatnot, right? So that is what we are going to synthesize and allow users to mint in our protocol. So what is our kind of tenets or the framework that guides us to kind of enable, right? First is capital efficient, right? I think that's first and foremost for us, because whatever investment capital that you want to bring in, we want to make sure it's 100% utilized within the protocol. And of course, you can stake it and farm and generate rewards and whatnot, right? But in a most simple, intuitive way so that it's easy. For example, a user like me, I don't want to spend a lot of time on a platform doing all of this, but spend less time, probably spend more time on looking at memes or reading some of the good stuff. But when we say ease of use, it's a simple UI UX so that we can attract a lot of new people into this ecosystem, the TradFi people, and of course the degens within the community as well. So we will be enabling few creative features like Zap feature down the line, where you can combine multiple actions into one instead of you performing manually several actions, right? So and it'll be the whole UI and UX design will be very simple to use as well, right? The third is community first. I think we are big on this. So is our founder, Deepak. I mean, he's traveled across the globe, and the good thing or the beauty of him believing community first is wherever he goes or travels, he talks about crypto, goes and gives talks within those crypto clubs, and starts building those micro communities, right? And he has built several of them throughout the years. So that's great. And he kind of continuously takes in feedback on what to improve on, what works for them and what not, right? All those insights have been built into our protocol, right? Last but not the least is gamification aspect of it. So definitely we want to incentivize some of the early adopters, the hodlers and active traders, right? By giving them NFTs, right? And by giving them NFTs within the Cresco protocol itself, by which they can improve their APR boost, right? So that's the gamification part of it. Um, as you can see, this is the Cresco core team, fully doxed as well, uh, except one guy, that's me. Uh, but, um, but this team has been building cool stuff way back from 2013, 2014, right? I mean, they have been in some of these developers like Denali, who has been big on the Cosmos ecosystem, Panu, who has been building cool stuff in the Ethereum ecosystem for several years. So there is a lot of experience that is coming into the Cresco team, and they've been building this for about a year. And of course, we are being advised by some of the best minds within the industry as well, like Albert, Pranay, and Mudit around this space. So I think we are pretty much equipped with a solid team to make it happen. And a little bit more about the founder. So Deepak, he's a rare combination, right? He's a Web3 native who's been doing this for since 2013. He's a great community builder and a cybersecurity expert, right? I think those are the traits that is kind of essentially needed to to build a successful DeFi platform, right? That we are onto. Um, so yeah. So what are the opportunities that we are seeing, right, within the synthetic space? Because within the DeFi ecosystem, the synthetic space has not evolved much. There are a few protocols out there, but not a lot, right? And within those protocols, we know that not many of them are capital efficient, or not. I think a couple of them that we have researched, they're not capital efficient at all. They lack the whole UI UX experience. They're not easy to use. And I think in some of them you need some technical expertise as well to actually do some synthetic asset trading as such, right? So those are, I think, some of the opportunities that we see within this space that we can come and improve massively upon, right? So I'm going to call out two protocols. I mean, not to diss on them, but they are great protocols for their use cases as such, but what we see in synthetics, right? So you need a 500% collateral ratio. That means if you come with, say, $1,000, you can only use $200 or $300 to mint some synthetic assets. And first of all, you have to kind of convert them into SNX and then do it, right? So it's all backed by SNX within the synthetic protocol. Same thing with Mirror. I think Mirror has like a 200% collateral ratio. And the thing with Mirror, I don't even think they enable MetaMask, but anyways, and they have multiple collateral per position. That means you come in and you provide collateral to each of those assets or each of those synthetic assets, right? So we definitely see a lot of opportunities that we can improve on, and we try to bring that in the Cresco protocol. So this is a complex slide. There's a lot going on over there. But if you look at I'll try to keep it simple, because if I go on about this, it'll take another 20 minutes, I guess. But on the far left, if you see, there are collateral assets, right? When I say collateral assets, those are the assets that you already have in your wallet that you can bring into the Cresco protocol. Say USDC or Aurora or ETH. Oh, so before I go into this one, right? Like I said, Cresco protocol, it's a brand new protocol. It's not a fork, right? And it's a multi-chain protocol. Uh, we will be launching first in Aurora, within the Aurora ecosystem. That's why you would have seen the Aurora token being mentioned over there. Uh, but so those are the collateral assets like USDC, Aurora, ETH that you can bring in and provide collateral. And each of these assets have a certain collateral factor, right? Which will then tell you how much, say for example, if you bring in a bunch of USDC, bunch of Aurora, a bunch of ETH, each of those individual assets are provided a certain collateral factor. Based on that, then you'll know how much of the money that you have within the protocol that you can start minting different KR assets or different synthetic assets, right? Be it synthetic form of Tesla, which is KR Tesla, or synthetic form of Apple, which is KR Apple and whatnot, right? And of course, we partner up with certain liquidity pools as well within the Aurora ecosystem to provide the liquidity pool for these assets. And definitely there will be farming pools as well where you can stake it and earn some rewards, right? Um, so so I think I tried to summarize it as best as possible. There's a lot of things happening within this diagram as well. But what excites me, right? I like to keep things simple, so to say. I'm not a heavy technical person as well. But one of the things, one of the use cases that excites me is this one, where you can create a single collateral basket, so to say. Like I said, you can bring in the USDC, Aurora, or ETH tokens and all pull it into one single collateral basket and one single collateral basket per account, right? Through which you can then create these synthetic assets, right? Tesla, Baba, the gold, or the QQQ, some of those synthetic assets you can mint. And the beauty of it is, once you have minted, and it's all controlled through that single basket, right? Say, for example, if one of your minted synthetic assets goes down, and you want to provide, and it's close to liquidation, you want to provide more collateral, you can provide collateral using any of these three into that single basket, right? Usually what happens is, if one or multiple of these goes into liquidation position or flag for liquidation, you'll have to do this transaction individually. But in this case, you can provide that collateral into one single basket. So it's very easy to kind of operate and back in and back out positions as needed, right? So this is the one that kind of truly excites me. One of the use cases, but definitely there are a lot more cool features and creative features towards making this protocol a capital efficient, right? That is being developed by the team. Some of the things that I wish I could disclose a lot more, but not yet, since we are not launched yet, right? So about the launch, or like I said, yeah, so we started building the protocol back in March last year. And and it all started with the whole incident about the Robinhood censorship on the GameStop stock, right? And I think progressively we started incrementally launching and testing out some of our features in the testnet, right? And this Q1, probably in about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, we're targeting to do a launch of phase 1, which is minting those synthetic assets and some of the gamification aspects I talk about. And in Q2, we are going to definitely bring in the whole liquidity platform and additional game mechanics into the system, right? But so we are definitely super excited about this, about the launch, and the team is all hyped up about it. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time.